Greetings to my dear Cancer friend. Welcome. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome back. So, this is a reading essentially for the energy of Cancer in the month of September, mid month, September 2020. I will be working from multiple decks to pull three portals up. These three portals are essentially gateways into potentialities. Characters and narratives will show up, as well as modes of karma will show up to help you, assist you in terms of what is in the ether and how this form can play out in your life. Okay? Um, yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm working primarily with three decks, the Bicycle deck as well as Legitimate Tarot combined with Hogana de Cigana, Hogo de Cartas Cigana deck, okay? Portugal and Spain. So we'll go ahead and get started with this combination and pull for the first portal. Thank you for liking, and if you would like a private reading, I am available. You can find me in my About section. Thank you. The first portal is now open. The beauty of this reading is so far appearing as the ability to break free from restrictive limitation as well as constraints and pain within that, but at the cost of peace. There's something about the idealization of truth or truth that is told or spoken that cannot be spoken completely. There's a silent way of moving away from pain here, okay? Silent, very silent. Um, yeah, it has to do with the type of situation of karma, one that has to do with secrets or the expression of very deep inner meanings, of deep emotions that have sort of expressed themselves, okay? The connection here was very intense with the devil's energy here, with the lovers that are bound together by a chemical connection. Very strong. That doesn't, it definitely goes in parallel with the energy of the whip here and in reverse. Some sort of passion that is suppressed as well as truth that is suppressed. Um, a general feeling that things are being revealed here with the moon in reverse as well as the high priestess in reverse. What is the outcome of this? Okay, so there is a lot that you have offered to this connection. Um, Someone has opened up to you, my dear Cancer, and with this, the energy of the moon in reverse expresses some clarity, some sort of deeper insight, okay? That expresses not only the very, very tightly woven bound between you and this person, but also the element of pain that is no longer there. You still feel the connection. At the same time, you are really jaded with a lot of what's gone on here. You've given quite a bit as the Queen of Cups, much to this connection. And the Queen of Swords in reverse, there's something about this that you feel dedicated to, at least to ground your emotions. But your truth or perhaps your power is turning a bit sour in a way. It's like it's grown a bit stale or stagnant. There's a lot of cold energy in this connection, though you feel committed to it, at least to ground your emotions, as I've said. There's a very secret nature to the connection, one that has to do with the High Priestess and the Moon in Reverse. These two cards are very compelling. They show the 9 and the 2. The 11 is here. Some sort of leadership role is here. Yep. Okay. So there's a way to negotiate. Negotiate especially with a feeling of abandonment or perhaps a feeling of betrayal by someone who did not methodologically do the right thing. They probably have pulled something, and because of that, their movement has created the Three of Pentacles. They've taken away from the Four of Pentacles, they've taken something from you. Because of this, there is something about your truth that is coming across. And this cross is essentially the thing that's difficult to nullify your intuitive hit in this situation. Meaning that the High Priestess holds a truth that has to do with solemnity, with peace of mind, health, the health of the Queen of Swords, which is showing up twice already in your reading. Queen of Swords is trying to negotiate a logical way to understand this connection, otherwise cut it out completely. You feel healthy and at ease, especially if you are offering things into your environment that come from your sense of power, the Four of Pentacles, home. Okay, home. Each time you pull from a part of your home, like the cornerstone of it, there's something about you moving forward and essentially negating anything that has been negatively attributed to the situation. Okay, that High Priestess is very tricky, considering that you feel at home away from this connection, but also you feel like you need to work hard by giving something, especially stability, especially to someone who may not deserve it. Yeah, this could involve judgment as well, some sort of revival of things past. Okay, very interesting. I'm gonna switch decks. This deck is really hairy right now, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Excuse me. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and get started with the second portal. Remember, these portals are, they don't have to resonate, all fully resonate. Just take what you will from each portal, combine it, and fit it to your narrative, whatever that may be. These are for guidance and helping, so I'm doing it to help you guys. Hopefully it's of help. Yeah? Okay, so this portal is going to involve a mode of karma, some sort of action that involves, okay, interesting. Okay, there's a negotiation over pain, some sort of avoidant quality here, trying to avoid major instances of pain. There are two parts of this, both students of the situation, and their backs are faced towards each other, though they secretly want to at least understand more of the cold aspect in the situation. It's cold because water and air, there's an element of frost here. So there is a need to part ways here, being negotiated, especially with the Eight of Cups on the horizontal. I think you have more parted ways from this in a very cool, collected way. Someone else also has parted from it, but they're initiating some sort of new romance. Okay, it could be one or the other in terms of you or them. You may choose to be the Page of Swords or the Page of Cups here, and essentially one is starting some sort of new romance. But they're pulling from some of the nostalgia that they've had with you, for example, or you from them. Right, so let's see where this is going. What is this Eight of Cups? Okay, Three of Swords. Deep pain, but getting over it. So there's like an avoidant quality here, that on one end is an act of gaining your sovereignty back. Whomever this Page of Swords is getting their sovereignty back, finding the inner strength, but also it's a part of their psychological makeup for them to essentially depart and cut off the connection. Whoever this Page of Swords is certainly looking into the other's behavior, even though they've already left the emotional connection behind. Okay, Yeah, whoever is the Page of Cups, they're the ones who still have investment in the emotional connection here, but they are moving on and trying new things out in the external world. There is the period of great pain as well as ego death through the Three of Swords, heartbreak. But from this comes sovereignty on one end, and this person is afflicted by their own inner demons. The other person cannot get it up for other people. They don't have the passion. So it's kind of an interesting mirror. The element of fire becoming extremely nerfed. Yeah, and then of course the Hierophant here, or the Magician. I would read it more as a Hierophant. The commitment is over. Something here is over. Um, Very clear, because we have the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, plus the Eight of Cups. Lots of endings here, and both of you are learning from this deeply in one way or another. One is gaining their sovereignty back, the other is essentially trying to re-understand, reorganize the way they manifest things, what they're bringing into the reality of things. Yeah, detachment like crazy, and perhaps a story of vengeance in the future. Ha ha ha. So let's continue with the third portal, and this will be a bridge of karma, of understanding what you're walking on, or what you could burn, what you can rebuild in terms of a bridge from one place to another. Okay, so I need 3 cards. One, two, 3. Okay, we have 4. Okay, this involves a soul connection. One that is ended, or perhaps gone through a lot and more than enough already. There's a feeling of abandonment on one end. That's one thing you have to go through on the bridge. Yeah, and then the ending. So feeling burns out, trying to end that, or trying to essentially gain it back somehow through the Ten of Cups. Very interesting. Yep, there is possibly some sort of entrapment in all of this, being stuck, not being able to decide. But the connection is here, it's strong, but there has to be some sort of rite of passage. What I'm seeing is the passage that involves detachments, being alone, as well as um, moving towards trying to balance things out, but not being able to totally do so. Let's see. Okay, so this is where it's coming from. This has come up twice for you already, La Force. So, okay, interesting. Okay, that's too many cards. I'm gonna take that little lot right here. Okay, this involves, ooh, interesting. Okay, releasing expectations, making a clear choice to avoid emotions, and then doing this again, releasing expectations, making a clear choice to escape somehow. Okay, this is a path of trying to avoid regret. Okay, in terms of expectations, there seems to be a path here that starts from you trying to understand more of your shadow side, becoming more of a vibrational match for things around you, mastering your base instincts. Okay, moving towards here, the man of campaign, the man of campaigning, or the king of rods. Okay, coming into power. I see a lot of fire being activated for the energy of Cancer, especially in the third and second portals. But this leads to being, sort of burnt out or feeling burdened by the sort of very intense energy that you may be going through, especially when it comes to expectations. These expectations are great, the 5 and the 10 of Pentacles, one in the reverse, the other in the horizontal. But there's like a cycle here, it's like a feedback loop. Expectations, choice, escape, or come back to return, to start it again. This is something that, essentially is to avoid the 5 of Cups energy. There's a need to avoid heartbreak at all costs, and a need to come into power. Okay, the possibility is there if you take a very sort of feng shui approach about how you manage and allocate your emotions. There will be a way to embrace things and no longer challenge them. You will work hard towards a choice, towards a very interesting dynamic that has to do with the evolution of your heart's desire through grounded energies. Becoming wise with your emotions is very clear here on the cards. Okay. That is your reading, my dear Cancer. Hopefully that wasn't too esoteric. Please like if you like. You don't have to. You can dislike if you like. Thank you for showing up. And also, take care now. Bye.